I invite Srikanth Meenakshi. Before he goes on to the stage, let me give a formal introduction about him. He is a financial services professional with more than a decade of experience in the field. In fact, he has 16 years of experience in technical and management roles and retail financial service offerings. He has worked at IBM Global Services, Folio FN, and Fannie Mae. He is a founder of fundsindia.com, which is an online integrated platform for financial services in India. He authors a weekly column in the Mint newspaper regarding mutual funds. Srikanth has done his master's in computer science at Oregon Graduate Institute in Portland, Oregon. Over to Mr. Srikanth.
Hello. Better. Yeah. And thanks, Ashal, for creating this wonderful group, nurturing it through these many years. And I think that the group is about like 4,500, 5,000 members right now. It's a fantastic group, and I've had very productive, at times colorful interactions with quite a few of you in the group, and definitely with Patu on occasion. And we don't always see eye to eye on many occasions. Me and Srini, we see eye to eye on everything, especially because we are the same height. But Patu and I, he towers over me. But that's okay. That's okay. See, the people who spoke before me, Sunil, Patu, and Balaji, they spoke about where to invest and how to do the planning and all that stuff. But I'm not that. I have over the last few years I've acquired some knowledge about the mutual funds products and asset allocation types of mutual funds and all that stuff. But I'm more of a technology guy. I'm more of a how to invest, how to go about doing the investment kind of a guy. I have been I am one of those guys who you can call an early adapter of technology, and I've been one through my dog years of life. I started using net banking, for example, in 1995. I started paying bills using net banking in 1995, one of the earliest times when it was available. And being a technology guy myself, you should eat your own dog food, right? I've been using technology throughout, and I do not know of another way of managing your personal finances other than through technology. And many of us here in this room, I'm preaching to the choir when I say when I'm talking about the importance of technology in personal finance, importance of technology in investment solutions and all that stuff. Everybody here, we are all here thanks to technology, right? We are all here because we belong to a technology-enabled social media network. So, and many of you are, quite a few of you are customers. Users of Funds India, which is our service. And speaking of which, right? Over the last 6-7 years, my life is very little outside of Funds India, right? As an entrepreneur, you dedicate yourself to your startup, to your company, and the way it does things, and you live and breathe your company. So, especially when I'm talking about something like technology-enabled investment solutions and all that, it's inevitable that I'll be talking a bit about Funds India. And in the interest of parity, and in the interest of making it not a marketing conversation here, I'd like to mention that my competitors are fundsupermart.co.in, scriptbox.com, ICICI Direct, HDFC Securities. They all run wonderful services. Please check them out as well. So, having said that, that gives me the license to talk as much as I want about fundsindia.com, because I do not know how I can approach this topic without talking about my company. So, all right. Fund managers or the domain experts or analysts or anything like that. We were the technology guys. we would do what we were told to do, back then. But when we decided that we wanted to do something in the Indian context, our first idea was to do something that was an advisory platform. And Balaji was here earlier. He manages a PMS group, right? There was a gentleman named Vaidi then in Sundaram who was managing the PMS group. We went and spoke to him, and we told him that we have this idea to do a advisory platform for individual financial advisors. And he looked at our plan and said, why do all this? Why cut to the chase? Go do a retail platform. There is no retail platform for mutual funds. Everybody who does mutual funds are doing it as an also ran, something that they can have additional revenue from their main equity trading, stock trading platform. And I don't know why we didn't think about that earlier. Maybe we were, going retail is always a little intimidating proposition for any startup. Now with the advent of mega startups like Flipkart and Snapdeal and all that, people are more open to that idea. But back then, 6 years ago, going retail with a financial service platform was an intimidating proposition. But we gave ourselves some constraints. We'll spend this much, we'll have this kind of a capital outlay, and all that stuff, and we decided we'll go for it. But when we decided that we'd go for it, we had to look at the question of how to leverage technology for financial services. What is the differentiator that we can bring to the table? How we can be better than the products that were there in the market at that point of time. And we made a lot of mistakes in our estimations. We made assumptions about the markets that were completely wrong. People did not view technology enabled financial services like we thought they'd view, or like we had wished they'd view technology. Actually, I remember when one of the things that you have to do, especially with a retail platform like Funds India, is that you have to go out and talk to investors. You have to not retail investors, but venture capitalists and other people who will give you money, not for running the company and stuff. So we went to some of you local folk might know. There is a angel investing group here called Chennai Angels, right? Headed by Ramraj and Lakshmi Narayan is part of the group and all that stuff. So we went and gave them a pitch. So we had to go. Getting an appointment with them was easy, right? So we had to go give them a pitch, and we had to show them some differentiator. Everybody has a platform, but we are technology guys. So we are going to go with this big technological differentiator. And you wouldn't believe what we went with. Okay. And you might believe, I mean, it's not an out of the world thing. We thought we'll go with something called an integrated investment solutions platform. Okay. Even today, I don't understand that entirely. But this is the pitch that we gave. Ramraj was sitting there, and a couple of other gentlemen were there too. And we went and told them, we're going to have this product that's going to let you invest in mutual funds. But we thought that was just a drab idea, just letting people invest in mutual funds. What, will be like an E-Trade or Schwab.com or something like that? I mean, what's the point in that, right? So, but we'll have this tool. We'll have this financial planning module. Okay. And this financial planning module will be tightly integrated to your investment solutions. So a person who wants to come and invest with Funds India, it was not even Funds India at that point of time, whatever the site was, what they'll have to do is, first thing they'll have to do is come and do a financial plan for themselves. Self-driven financial planning. Okay. And then once you do the financial plan, the financial plan will tell you where to invest. And the financial plan will be tied to your investments in a way that you can track your portfolio performances to the financial plan. Oh my God. It was and the guy was sitting and looking at that and said, okay, very interesting concept. That's what they all say, right? Very interesting concept. And they sent us our way, and we never heard back from them. But that's a different story. But then that's the only idea we had. right? So we started off. We hired our first person. Thankfully, we got a, we hired somebody in the mutual fund domain from an operations perspective. And then what do we know? We are technology guys. Who do we know to hire? Programmers. We started hiring programmers, right? We hired a bunch of programmers. And it was okay, 2008 November, right? It was not that difficult to hire programmers at that point of time. It was recession and all that stuff. So we could hire programmers, and it was, so, you know, we'll take overcome. So we started writing code. Dude, who cares about an idea, man? You have a computer, you have programmers, you start writing code. That's it. Churn it out. We went to Shankar, you know Shankar, a local IFA. He runs a company called Credo Cap. We went to him and said, sir, we need, he incidentally was my financial plan. We went to him and said, sir, we need a algorithm for doing financial planning. So he went, sat with a spreadsheet, did, you know, cash flows, analysis, you know, different assumptions and all that stuff, multiple goal, retirement, constant goal, all the stuff that you know about. I mean, I'm not going to embarrass myself about, for speaking about that, but he gave us a very detailed financial planning Excel module, and he came and sat with our programmers, and we wrote a fantastic financial planning tool, and we launched it. Zero people used it, right? And then side by side we were also developing this mutual fund platform, you know, that just let people invest in funds, online investment in funds. We went and spoke to mutual fund companies, about 7 or 8. I mean, Sundaram was one of the first companies, you know, because they could come to our office and see our faces. So, you know, they said, okay, these guys must be knowing what they're doing. So they trusted us and signed a channel partner agreement with us. So about 10 companies, you know, gave us, without, we didn't even have a platform at that time, right? So, you know, thanks to them for trusting us. So they started that, and we launched our platform too in about 6 months. In July, August timeframe, we launched our platform too. And the financial planning thing was there, and this platform was there. Everybody wanted to use just the platform. Nobody wanted to use a financial planning thing. And today, I can't even find that financial planning software, code for it. Even if I look at the repository, I won't be able to find the code for it. That's the kind of a thing. So, you know, I was born and brought up in technology, almost you could say, you know, 25 years now in technology. And I've been early adopters of all technologies. I've used all technology-enabled financial services. But when I had to run my own financial services firm, when I had to start my own entity, and I had to guess what people would use, I was completely wrong. All people wanted was the convenience of investing online, the convenience of aggregating multiple holdings, right? And the convenience of having, you know, aggregating multiple family accounts in one single login ID, and convenience of segregating their holdings into multiple portfolios. Okay, these are the simple things. And for the longest time, they said, you know, why don't you show the aggregate CAGR of all my holdings in one single place? These are the kind of requests that they had. They didn't care about. I mean, we launched. Yes, I mean, we have nifty value adds in our software, right? I mean, Patu knows we have value averaging investment program, value averaging investment plan, right? Which is a fancy way of doing your SIP. There is even Patu can do that with this spreadsheet, you know, beautifully, and he can give out the spreadsheet. All of you can do it very easily. But the platform just makes it easier. You don't have to do any calculation. It will just do the calculation like this, make your own investments for you, one time, whatever, that bank mandate form and all that stuff. But still, you know, we thought, you know, VIP is going to get us droves of customers because we are making such a complex investment solution so easily available on the platform. About 2%, 3% of our customers use VIP. And we stopped pumping things like that. You know, you learn as you go along as to how people adopt technology. What are the things that, when it comes to technology, what is it that appeals to people? The simple things appeal to people. The simple conveniences that technology brings appeals to people. Okay, I mean, for example, in our first couple of years, we used to get a lot of customers from small towns and cities, right? Which is great. I mean, right now too, we are getting it. You know, B15, T15. God bless SEBI for that and all that stuff. But but why were they coming to us? The only reason they are coming to us is there is no local CAMS office. There is no local, if they want to invest in a fund house like Pramerica, they'll have to, go to a city to find an office to invest in. They'll not be able to find a mutual fund representative, a mutual fund office or anything like that in their city, right? That's the reason. These are the simple technology reasons that they are coming to us for. See, and what it has made us understand is that investing is inherently a very simple thing. What is investment all about? What is investing all about? What do we aim? I mean, we heard Sunil speak and Balaji speak and Patu gave, beautiful data-based illustrations and things like that. It is about beating the inflation, right? It is about making an alpha. It is about making real returns for your money, so that your money actually grows. Your money doesn't remain passive. It actually grows in the by leveraging the powers of the different markets in the country, right? So, if somebody tells you, let's say, forget somebody, if the government of India tells you, right, whatever the real inflation is, okay, if it's 10% or 12% or whatever, if whatever the real inflation is, they have a financial product that will give you 3% more than that real inflation. But there is only one catch. You'll have to, every year you'll have to apply for this product using a slate and a chalk piece. You can't even use a paper and a pen. There'll be a scarcity of slates and chalk pieces in the country, right? Who cares about the internet? Who cares about online? Who cares about the power of technology? We all care about getting real returns for our money. That is all we care about. And technology is if technology as a tool enables that, makes it easier, makes it convenient, and makes it so that we can do it in a cheaper, yeah, definitely, and we can make it in a way that is that reduces the stress in our life, makes it manageable, right, and gives us exposure to new kinds of products and new ways of investing in those products, such that ultimately you get real returns on your investments. That is what the game is about, right? So this, as much as we, the more we understood this fundamental element, the more we understood that in my company at Funds India, what we need to focus on is leveraging technology for delivering advice in a scalable manner to our investors. It's not about showing pretty graphics. It is about showing pretty graphics, yes. Pretty graphics are nice to see, right? Showing, in Funds India, for example, you can see in a single click, you can see the asset allocation at the time of your investment and current asset allocation as a pie chart. Yeah, fine. But are you going to be checking that every day? No, you're not. You're going to check that once in a blue moon. And you can do a click, and a lot of people say, these are very easy things. Easy things are doable in a snap. People came to us and said, Patu spoke about Morningstar data. He said, somebody came to us and said, the Morningstar has this X-ray product, right? Portfolio X-ray product that is like you have to put in the funds and put the allocation in, and you can click a button and they give this beautiful X-ray into your portfolio holdings. And why don't you do something like this? Why would we do something like this? Morningstar has already done it. So we went and spoke to Morningstar, and we did a nice integration. So if you have a portfolio with Funds India, you can just click a button and you can get the X-ray report from Morningstar available on demand. It's an easy thing to do. This is a beautiful report. You should look at the report. It's gorgeous to look at. Okay. But all those are enablers, right? All those are things that make your life, make what you see prettier and all that stuff. That's not a true value add. Is when we make advisory services, choices, asset allocation, fund choices, managing your portfolio, rebalancing, timing your rebalancing. I don't want to use the word timing very loosely here because it could get misinterpreted. But how to do, when to do rebalancing, when to do portfolio reviews, how you can do portfolio reviews, and how we can do this for tens of thousands of customers, right? Not just dozens of customers, not just hundreds of customers, but to tens of thousands of customers. How can we deliver uniformly good quality advisory services for a wide variety of customers and a wide number of customers, widely distributed set of customers? From my point of view, that is technology in financial services, right? From your point of view, from investors' point of view, technology could be about convenience, technology could be about aggregation, technology could be about cost and ease of management, right? From my point of view, it is about scalability. It is about taking newer products into the market. I keep referring to these newer products. I just want to make a small point about that. Just a couple of days back, an investor of mine, one Mr. Gaurav from Delhi, asked me a question. It's a very simple question and it's a very often asked question. Let me throw that out here. His question was, I want to invest in gold, right? I want to invest in gold for the long term on a monthly basis. And eventually I want to buy gold with this, with the accumulated corpus. What is the best way to invest in this fund? His question actually was, which is the best gold ETF to invest this monthly corpus in? What would your answers be? I mean, you're all smart guys. You know gold ETFs and all that stuff. Goldman Sachs gold piece. Okay, that's a perspective. Any gold ETF. Okay. 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 So here's the thing, right? My answer to the question is actually a segue to a different point that I want to make. Okay, that's the reason I'm bringing up this point. See, he's going to be investing in a monthly basis. He's going to be investing, let's say, I don't know, 5,000 rupees a month. Okay. What's the, let's take Goldman Sachs, Goldbees, right? What's the cost of a unit of ETF? 3,000, right? If he invests 5,000 rupees a month, what will happen to 2,000 rupees? He is going to invest 5,000 rupees every month. You can buy a single unit of ETF for 3,000 rupees. A month later, you might be able to buy it for 2,800 rupees and then for 3,200 rupees. But what happens to the remaining 2,000, 2,200 rupees, 1,800 rupees, 1,700 rupees? It's just lying in his account. The investment is not happening. So now tell me, what is the best way for him to invest? Yeah. Why would you say that? You can invest a full 5,000 rupees because there you go. Fractional units. Well, double expense ratio. It is not actually. It is not double expense ratio. It's about 25 basis points more. In some cases 25 basis points more. In some cases 50 basis points more. But if you do over a period of time, we have done the analysis. The full utilization of funds yields better than the demerit of doing partial utilization is actually a drain on your returns, because demat charges will be there, brokerage charges will be there. So if you take those into account, got it, sir. Liquidity is about the same, right? You can share there, you can redeem the units. True. I mean, gold ETFs are typically quite liquid. I mean, you should not have problem selling the thing. So the point I'm trying to make is that, fractional units, right? The availability of fractional units changes the way you think about investing in a particular financial product. Okay, imagine if fractional units are available in your in the stock market, right? If you can buy a tenth of Infosys, or half of Asian Paints share, right? Now you'll be able to create much more efficient portfolios. You'll be able to do your 10,000 rupee monthly SIP in a group of like 20 stocks or 100 stocks for that matter. A company that I was with in US called Folio Investing did just that about 15 years back. Okay, Folio Investing pioneered the concept of fractional unit, a fractional share investing in US. In India, that's not even a concept yet. Okay, but this concept, if it comes, at some point of time in the future, in say 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, maybe, SEBI will say, okay, fine, go ahead, do fractional unit shareholdings. Okay, when that comes, it will be impossible for a retail investor to do it unless a service provider leverages technology to offer that product in the market. Right? It involves something called a householding of a share. The house has to hold the share. The house, meaning the brokerage house, has to hold the share, a full unit of a share, and then divvy it up into fractional units, and then use their own internal books to see who holds how much shares and all that stuff. Now, technology enables new products to be made available in the market like this. There are other concepts, and in the interest of time, I'll be very quick. I mean, if you can go to sites in US-based sites like lendingclub.com, they do a similar approach to debt market. If I want to invest in loans that have been given out in Gurgaon, well, bad example. Okay, loans that have been given out in Boat Club in Chennai. Okay, I don't want to invest in any other home loans. Okay, this is a debt product, but the availability of such a product is dependent upon a technology-enabled service making it available in the market, right? So let me wind up saying that there are other companies. So if you go to Motif Investing, MOTIF investing.com, you will see they are very similar to folio investing that I spoke about earlier, but they have created these things called motifs. Okay, a motif is a thematic basket of stocks. Okay, that I'll very simply put, in 2012 they had two thematic baskets like this. One was called the Romney basket, the other was called the Obama basket. What the stocks that will gain if Obama wins, the stocks that will gain if Romney wins. There was studies that went back to it. Okay, but a service that makes things like this happen in the market, gets products out like this, changes the way in which we perceive investing. That's the power of technology. The power of technology works both ways. It empowers you. At the end of the day, it empowers you on the wholesale. Okay, but it also gives a lot of power and flexibility to service providers like Funds India, like Scriptbox.com, like Funds Supermarket, and all those guys. Okay, it enables us to get differentiated products out in the market. So I'll be saying something very redundant if I say technology is a game changer. Technology changes the landscape of investing. That is a fait accompli. That has already happened, right? So what we have to do as investors is to continuously watch and continuously be part of the exciting world of technology revolutions that is taking place all over us, all around us, but especially in the financial market, so that we can leverage its power as best as we want to realize our ultimate objective of making real returns. That is all there is to it. Our ultimate objective is not changing. That is to make real returns. How we leverage technology is entirely up to us, depending upon the convenience that we seek, depending upon the cost benefits that we seek, depending upon the access to products that we seek. That's it. Any questions about Funds India, about technology, anything?
We will take questions offline.
Okay.
Because we are running out of time. I request you to stay back, please. I request Mrs. Sridevi Ganesh to hand over a small memento to Mr. Srikanth as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
Friend.